Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Welcome to Chris is Talking, and this is my weekly anime review for僕のヒーローアカデミア, and this is for episode 11. And this was a madness. This episode was a total madness. I mean, we got so many different themes coming from this episode. Normally from僕のヒーローアカデミア, we tend to get a light-hearted, extreme shonen kind of vibe, especially in the first several episodes. But as the episodes have gone on further and further, we've started to see darker sides to the series, even though it's still very colourful. And I don't mean darker in a way of like colours. I'm talking about in the tone of the series and where it's actually going. Some of these dark moments were shown when the Nomu literally, at first, sorry, I know I'm going on back and forth, but like the Nomu versus who was it again? The Nomu versus Eraserhead. The first time Eraserhead got taken out, yes, it was off screen, so I was thinking, okay, was this in the manga? Because I'm a manga reader, so I actually knew what was going to happen, but this is like a while ago. So many things happened in the future that I kind of forgot what was going on here, which is what makes being an anime only amazing. But like it went off screen, so I was kind of like curious. But then you heard the crunches and the punches, and and then you saw Izuku's eyes, like the pain in his eyes. I mean, that's one thing that's really good about the series is the expressions from happiness, sadness, to extreme anger, to the extreme fear. Like, so much expression was coming from Izuku's eyes when you could just hear that Eraserhead was getting fucked up. And then from that, you then see Eraserhead just lying in a pool of a bit of blood. And then, to make it worse, you then, Studio Bones actually shows Eraserhead's face getting smashed into the floor over and over again by this Nomu. Now, that was one of the dark themes. Another time they showed a dark theme was when Izuku had realized that these villains aren't just here to just, surprise and just take out the heroes or just to cause a ruckus. These villains are here to seriously fuck some shit up, and they were not mucking around. I mean, another time when they showed something dark again was with Eraserhead. I know it seems like it's Eraserhead a lot, but literally I think they focus on Eraserhead and Eraserhead's fight first, and more because he was the only real villain that was there. And you see Eraserhead's arm just get shattered. So we also get the name of the main villain with the hands on his face. Was it Shigaraki Tomura? Sorry if that is totally wrong, but I'm presuming it's Shigaraki. The Nomu calls him by his first and last name, so we finally get his name revealed in this episode, which I also thought was really good, because now, you guys are in for a treat. This guy is crazy as fuck. I'm talking like next level's crazy. I mean, we saw a bit of his craziness when he was scratching his neck when the warp guy was trying to tell him, oh yeah, by the way, one of the hero kids, students, ran away, and he was scratching his neck over and over again, and I was like, oh my god, this is weird. This guy's weird. I mean, I saw this in the manga, but I didn't really expect to see how grotesque and just dark it was. Like, this guy was not fucking around. The way he was like, if your ability wasn't a warp ability, I would crush you. That is peak. That is totally peak. And the warp guy is actually fairly strong in the way of how he just took out the hero 13, calmly. And I think he said to him, you're just a rescue hero. You actually don't have any skills or much knowledge of being in real battle, and uses his warp gate to reverse the effect of the black hole. So basically his black hole was then affecting himself, so he was sucking himself, that sounds kind of weird, but he was basically taking himself in through the black hole and turning himself into dust. And that was just, I was like, whoa. Now I want to know what 13's made out of, because it wasn't like 13 was bleeding or anything, and I know he was being turned into dust, but they didn't really show it graphically or his innards or anything. Not like I'm a sick kind of person, I want to see the inside of 13 and whatnot, but we did get to see a lot of detail when Eraserhead, his arm got touched by a Shigaraki and it started going all dusty and cracked, and you saw the veins and stuff like that. So we do know that this series isn't afraid to pull any punches when it comes to literally gore and people just getting fucked over. Now, another thing I thought was really good about this episode was we also got to see Kachan, or I'm going to use his name Kachan because that's the name I have in his head right now. We also get to see Kachan and how he actually thinks. It was him, and he was teamed up with the guy who goes harder, who hardens himself. So it's pretty cool to see them kind of working together. The guy who goes harder, he basically made his arm turn into like a really solid sword, and he was taking out loads of the villains as well. And Kachan, he was literally just blowing people up like the way he normally does. But the guy with the sword, you know what, one day I'm just gonna have the names. I'm gonna memorize these names. Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna memorize them. Like the guy with the sword with the hardening ability, the hardening quirk. Sorry, he tells Kachan, "Whoa, I thought like, oh, how are we gonna help the students? This and that. What we're gonna do?" And Kachan's like, at first he gets all angry and he's like, "Just leave her alone. Like it doesn't matter. I'm gonna go take out the warp guy, the guy who sent us away." And they got that guy that was invisible, the chameleon that was invisible. And I was like, shit, how is Kachan going to be able to take this guy out? But he was able to literally just caught him. His reflexes are on point. It's not just the explosive stuff. His reflexes are genuinely really like, he's skillful. Like he can fight. We've seen this in previous episodes. He's really smart, and when he comes to the serious fighting, he's calm. So you can tell a lot of character development is going to start coming, especially in the future episodes, if it doesn't do a season 2, which I hope Studio Bones do take up the season 2 for the series, because this is a fucking amazing series. So we get to see a lot more character progression with Kachan. We get to see a lot more of the other students' powers and things like that, like the girl who can create things from nothing. I mean, there was a bit of fan service when she created the sheet that protected her and the other person and her other colleague, student, whatever they are, from the electricity guy with the quirk, from his ability, and they were underneath the sheet that they made. And then once like the electricity got shut off, for some reason she was naked. I was like, okay, aren't these meant to be kids? This is kind of, yeah, okay. But yeah, so I mean, a little bit of fan service there, so it's not as bad as Fairy Tail, but I have noticed that there is the odd few fan service here and there, even from episode 1 with Mount Lady. So yeah, there's a bit of fan service, but not enough to make it stand out, but enough to make you realize, oh, these are kids, they're pretty naked, what's going on here? But yeah, another thing that was pretty cool with this episode was we actually got to see, oh yeah, as I said, we got to see a lot to do with the other students and a lot more of the other team ups. Oh, how can I forget the half fire half ice guy? He was going around like a boss. Like, he could have just been a hero by himself. Literally, he was just walking around. You see this, the episode goes to him and what he's up to, and he doesn't have a partner, he's by himself, but everyone around him is frozen. He's just walking up to the weaker villains, and he's like, look, your cells are about to be destroyed anytime soon, tell me what's going on, because I don't want to be the bad guy, I want to be a hero. I was like, raw. And then he's like, what is your plan? And you can tell like he's starting to interrogate him, but starting to turn his face into ice, and the villains are starting to cry. This is some dark shit. Like, it is crazy. Izuku, we get to see him, and Suchan and Suyu, and we get to see Minata, who's the guy who looks like a grape with a grape word, I do believe. Them three are watching from the sidelines from what happened in the previous episode, and they're just watching Eraserhead get fucked over, and they're like, alright, cool. But Izuku was like, I'm gonna come in there, we're gonna find an opening so that we can save Eraserhead, because he realized right from the beginning, shit, Eraserhead's power isn't the kind of power to go in and fight loads of strong villains. He's the kind of person who fights on the background. And Shigaraki, I hope it's Shigaraki, so please don't slew me, just write it in the comments below, and I'm going to definitely try and memorize it before the next few episodes, because I know it's the final episode soon. And Shigaraki actually even ends up telling Eraserhead, look, you came in to be all cool to save the students and you ain't doing shit. Like, your quirk obviously isn't the kind of quirk to go against so many villains like us. You're the kind of person who fights after a sneak attack. And yeah, so literally we got to see it from both sides, from Shigaraki's, from him saying it, and from Izuku saying it as well to Suchan. And basically Minata, you can tell he was getting kind of scared. He was like, who's going to save us? What's going to happen now? And I think I thought it was pretty crazy when Shigaraki went after Suya, and like literally we had just seen him touch Eraserhead's arm, elbow, and saw that crumble. And then when he was going after her face, time went slow. I mean, Studio Bones went in and really showed us how peak this situation is, and how they have no chance in hell. Literally, like, Shigaraki just appeared. He just appeared right in front of him, like, fast. And what was dumb as well was that literally when he appeared right in front of him, he was just about to touch her face, and Izuku had no chance. He didn't even know what was going on. And then you just see that his eyes moved, and he only just realized what was going on and realized she's dead. He didn't have enough time to stop her. And at that moment, Shigaraki touches her face and nothing happens. And I'm like, wow, like my heart literally stopped. I was like, what is going to happen to these kids? They have no hope. What on earth is going on? Turn around, Eraserhead for the win. Eraserhead just like literally, even though he was totally brutally just hurt, his like still on the floor lying down, his head up, managed to raise his quirk so that Suchan didn't get hurt, and like so literally he was just holding her face, and I thought, oh my god, this is kind of dumb. And then what happened after that? Oh yeah, then Izuku, he goes on a nuts one and he's like, let go of her face to try to smash. I was like, whoa, he's gonna go smash. And then literally the whole area, just arena, just gets demolished, and I'm like, yeah, Izuku. And it pans out and his arm is all fine, and I'm like, yes, finally. Me and my girlfriend were so excited. We was like, yeah, she actually mentioned to me that, look, Izuku's arm, it hasn't been destroyed, like he's getting stronger. And then Izuku mentions my arm, and I was like, yes, Izuku, you're going in. And then what happens? Then we just get the peak moment when it pans out and we see Izuku managed to hit the Nomu, and the Nomu basically took it. The Nomu took it. Now, literally, it didn't do shit. It didn't do fuck all. The Nomu took it. And Izuku's just looking like, oh my god, this is what they meant by we have a we're going to kill Allmight. And I forgot which student it was, so like do forgive me, write in the comments below exactly who student it was and what episode, because I like to know this kind of stuff and maybe go back to these episodes and get these pieces of information. But one of the students said to Izuku, oh, the only reason why they say they're here to kill Allmight is if they actually had a ways and means of killing Allmight. Shigaraki even mentions to Izuku, your power, oh well, you must be an Allmight fanboy with that smash of yours. And at that moment, you know what? His other arm went for Izuku's face. I was like, oh my, no. The Nomu went and just picked up Izuku, went to go crush him. I was like, Izuku, you're dead. And Shigaraki goes, one hand goes for Minato, the other hand goes for Suchan, and I'm like, all right, you know what? This is it. This is how they all die. I totally forgot I was a manga reader. For one moment, for a hot second, I totally forgot I was a manga reader. And then all you hear is that beautiful Allmight superhero theme, and I was like, oh, day saved. But you know what? As happy-go-lucky as Allmight's song is, when it showed his face, the rage on his face. I mean, this was thumbnail worthy. Like literally, it must be right now the thumbnail I'm going to use, because Allmight's face was not. Yeah, in London terms, he was not ramping, like he was down. He was down to take out everyone. I was like, nah, he's literally not. He's not in the mood. And the way he was like, I am here, everything's gonna be okay. End of episode. Oh my god, I don't even know if whether this was a review. This is more like a reaction, more like a bloody excitement explosion. Episode 11 of Boku no Hero Academia was amazing. Definitely, I can't wait for episode 12. I don't know whether it's going to finish on episode 12 or episode 13. Through the preview of the next episode, it's obviously going to go straight into where it was. But I have rumours that it was episode 13 where it's going to stop. So let's hope that there's one more after next week. But yeah, so Boku no Hero Academia, great things about this. The characterization with Izuku and a lot of the other students that were there, and Kachan as well, and how he's able to actually think smart and calmly, and how he actually believed in the students and said, if I can take out these villains, then the students are going to be okay. That was really good characterization. Like, the theme of this was happy to dark to extremely dark to a madness. It was gory as well. It was like proper, like intense, and like I was on the edge of my bed. I was just like, oh my god, like what is going to happen here? It made me forget I was a manga reader. And this is the kind of series I like, when series do that, when you can be a manga reader and an anime viewer and appreciate both, because the anime is just that good. So yeah, what did you guys think about it? Do leave comments below, because I want to know what you guys thought. What was your favorite part? Who is your favorite student hero? And what are you excited for next week? I hope you really like this review, because I loved this episode and I can't wait to do episode 12. Once again, thank you. Remember, Chris is talking, so I'll see you guys soon. Peace.